You know what time it is. You know where we are. You know when we are. We're in the far future. We're in deep space. Next to a sun that is alive, that we just can't stop crashing into. No, we can't stop. We have stopped crashing into it a few times. But that's not enough. We need to uncover the secrets. We need to see what else we can do. We need to get to the point where we say, I think we're good with Sentient. That time has not quite happened yet. Not quite, because we're here once again with Sentient. We're streaming it once again, and we are going to get going. Going to load a game. Before we do that, should mention a couple of things. One, a couple of things I want to take a look at. One thing was something that someone sent me over the Twitter a couple weeks back at this point. I'm sorry I didn't bring it up until now, but it was this. Thanks, Organic Super Lube. It's a pretty good name. The Organic Super Lube sent me this website they've been working on. It is like full of sentient information. Took the maps of all of the decks. You can click on them and see like all the maps and all the rooms and what's in all the rooms and what their names are, and also read up all the information from the SUSE terminal. And there's the website at the bottom, and Organic Super Lube has done a really good job with this. Now, unfortunately, I can't click on anything from here because I tried loading this up in a web browser and then had OBS try to capture the web browser, and it didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work, but OBS just got a white screen. So I can't actually show you how it works. All I can do is show you this still image of the website. And like I said, I encourage you, if you're interested at all in Sentient, to go to that address at the bottom and check it out yourself, because it is very well made. And if you actually want to play Sentient yourself, this is a very useful addition, because this is sort of, if Sentient was a modern game, this is basically the sort of interface that it would have, that it would just automatically gather all this data for you so you could see it instead of, drawing maps down and trying to remember things off the top of your head. So like I said, I can't actually show the web browser, but there it is, and I greatly encourage that you look at that if you're interested at all in playing this game. So thank you, Organic Super Lube. Another thing I want to take a look at is on a previous stream, someone mentioned, and I'm sorry I forget who said it, someone mentioned that the Sentient soundtrack is on YouTube. Okay, let's talk about this soundtrack. You may have noticed that the game really has no music, aside from some cutscenes. There's like no music. But it turns out that there was a digital deluxe edition, not digital deluxe, a deluxe edition that had been released, in which there was an additional CD that had the soundtrack on it. The soundtrack is not part of the game. The soundtrack is an audio CD that you play in a CD player while you're playing the game. Now, if you're asking, why isn't the soundtrack in the game itself? I don't have an answer for you about that. I can't tell you. All I can tell you is that the soundtrack is not actually in the game. But there is a soundtrack. You can see it on Account 1856's YouTube page, where they have uploaded the 13 tracks of the Sentient soundtrack. And a lot about this game is just weird. I guess at this point we shouldn't be surprised that the game actually did have a soundtrack. It's just that it wasn't actually in the game itself. There's a separate CD. Well, I've downloaded those tracks, and we're going to be listening to the soundtrack as we play tonight. Let's get this going. All right, here's track 1. All right, let's load a game. So, last time we got the evidence recording that showed that the security chief Jarrell killed the captain. We showed it to a bunch of people, and we showed it to the senator, but the senator said, if I had seen this earlier, I could have done something about it, but it's too late now. So, okay. In this saved game, I've played up to the point where we kill the fungus on Geodome 2. That's where this save is. So from here, we're going to try to go get that evidence recording, and we're going to give it to the senator. see what he can do. It's loading. I will not remove the memory card, Sentient. Don't worry about that. There we go. So I'm gonna have to go find Aztec, who tells me about the recording. Then I'm going to have to go to a Susie screen to look up the recording and find that I can't get to it. Then I have to go to Susie to get access to it.
Time is running out.
Time is kind of always running out in Sentient. Not so much for the planet Earth. The planet Earth is done for at this point. Like this, if I've read the lore correctly, the human race was driven out of our star system by the insects. So we don't even have access to Earth anymore in this timeline.
Floating higher and higher.
I want to I believe Aztec is on Engineering 1.
It belongs to a creature from outer space. You don't expect me to believe that, do you? Planet Earth.
I believe it's on the 3rd ring. I'll just ask someone if I see someone where Aztec is, but I think his quarters are on the 3rd ring here. Here he is. So I understand that time is running out for the planet Earth, Aztec? Alright, so what I want to do is ask him what does he think of the Senator. Alright, and Susie's saying that the Geodome 2 is going back to normal. Because this is right after we killed the fungus. So I just want to mention, the music's pretty good. It seems like a shame that it wasn't actually in the game. What does he think of Jarrell? His secret file. Look, he password protected his file. That must mean it's shady. You don't password protect your files unless you are hiding criminal activity. That's how this works. Yep, I gotta go too. Want to go to Geodome 3 so we can get to the Susie screen on the bridge. And Susie, of course, is on that floor too. Hello, Polygon person. I don't want to go onto the 9th octant, the forbidden octant, the 9th one. I don't know if there's anything in those rooms that I need, but it doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like there's anything important there, but who can say? Anyway, here's track 2 on the OST. This one I think that we hear in a few of the endings. Here's the break room with that broken microwave no one will ever fix. This is the captain's room, captain's office, and I believe the bridge is next. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so I need to go to the personnel. Command, Jarrell. Here's his file. Play film. No, it's denied. Okay. So now let's head to Susie and tell her that we need to get at that file. Hey, Suze, where is a locked security file located? Where can I find one? Proper authorization codes, you say? Well, what if I told you, sure enough? Oh, no, I can't do that right now, Jin. Look, Jin, I'm going to have to keep you waiting for a minute. There's something I need to get before I go talk to the senator, but I will be with you. Jin wants me to go talk to the senator so the senator can tell me what a good job I'm doing. But before I do that, I need my evidence. And then we're going to see what the senator might be able to do with it. Now, of course, the senator we know is not exactly to be trusted himself. Like, when we bust Azura, it's quite clear that the senator knows what Azura has been up to, but he's just kind of putting on a show for me by putting him under house arrest. Let's see what he thinks about this. Okay, might as well pause the OST here, so we can listen to this video. I mean, we have seen this before. Jarrell and Dr. Lovey. Clearly passionate lovers, as you can tell by them holding hands. And here comes the captain, and again, wonderful camera work by Susie. Look at that zoom. The spear! The captain tried to get him up into the jackhammer. But Jarrell knew that move. Jarrell countered it. And so I think this part here is after we crashed. I think they're dragging him into the wrecked ship bay and like pretending that he died there. I think that's what was happening there. Like, when we crashed there, they realized, oh, here's a good excuse for how he died. Okay. Let me... Hello? Oh, hey, I just got your evidence. It's, like, right down here. Hold on. Let me pick this up. Yep, I got it. Apparently, he cannot hear this. Susie says she trusts us. She trusts that we will use it for the benefit, for the good of the station. Okay, what do we consider for the best? Well, we're going to give it to the senator. Hopefully that is for the best. find the senator's apartment. This is not the senator's apartment, but this is Taz, so hey, why don't we pick up this book while we're here? The Braille book. It drives us mad. That's probably the strangest item description in the game of how we feel like we're being driven to insanity by the Braille book. Oh, here's the third track on the OST. All right, here we go. I'm some kind of hero. I mean, I wasn't the actual one who stayed on the Geodome to use the pesticide, but I will take the credit. Okay, any problems on the ship, you say? Like, maybe one of those problems could be that the captain was murdered, and I have the evidence. I have got an evidence recording, you know. He wants to see it. Alright, not that. Alright, let's give him the evidence. It is an evidence recording. Well, I don't mean to brag. Oh, he already suspected it. What is the appropriate procedure? He's going. Oh wait, maybe I should also mention there's also something else that's kind of important. I should also tell you about this. Cuz like or else we're all going to die is the thing. Oh, that's actually different dialogue. All right, but Jarrell's more important. Alright, well, let's follow him. The thing is, he's kind of lying to us about Azura. Like, he knows about it. And Azura, as far as we can tell, was ordered to do this thing by the Senate, apparently. Ordered to do this experimentation. Where are we going? We're going to Geodome 3. Hopefully we don't lose track of him right away. Because that's easy to do when going through these transporters. Where'd he go? There he is, okay. Alright, so the security chief is... Oh, there's security chief right there. Oh, the confrontation. Well, I mean, is that really relevant right now? The security chief... I mean, the senator... Is that all you wanted to tell him? Senator's just going away. Research 2. Senator just mentioned to him, I found out about you murdering the chief. Well, see ya. Okay, the engineers are to be released. I'm sorry? He's confronting the doctor about it. All right, so the doctor has just been relieved of her duty, and was Jarrell also relieved of his duty? He didn't mention it, but I kind of assume so, because did Susie just say, I'm the captain now? I think she just said, I'm the captain, which is an odd... All right, I mean, what can we do if we're the captain, then? Maybe we can actually tell people to actually fix these machines, and they would actually do it for once. Because up to now, they have not been. Anyway, I guess we've been... Actually, you know, that does kind of make sense. When Kamek told us that we're an android, he mentioned to us, did we think that our meteoric rise in the ranks on the station was strange? And I was wondering, what does that mean? We haven't risen in rank, but we have now. Oh, Jin just left. Is Jin going to get Azura? Yeah, I think he's going. Yeah. Okay, I think Jin is going to get Azura, and then after that we can get get Azura to tell us that the codes are bogus. Hold on, let me just make sure I do this. There we go. Just wanted to make sure that was unlocked. Oh hey, Jokomo, I haven't seen you in a while. Like we did your storyline a while back. I suppose you're still set to, you know, get yourself trapped in that one room. Okay, yeah, we are waiting for Azura. I'll see you later. Maybe I'll be rescuing you. Okay, we're the captain. Gotta think about what that means. What can we do as captain that we were not able to do before? For right now, I'm just waiting here for Azura to come back so we can get him to tell us that the thing is bogus, and then we can tell Garrelak that the plan is bogus so he won't do it. Actually, why isn't Garrelak the captain? I mean, I know that the captain's dead. Azura is about to be arrested. Jarell, I guess, has been relieved of command. Dr. Lovey has been relieved of her duties. That means the only command staff officer left is Garrelak, so you'd think he'd be in command, but no, we are. Oh, here's track 4 on the OSD. We are. We just got here. We've been here less than a day. We're only a medic, and we are the captain now. I mean, all right. I'm not complaining about it. It just kind of feels weird. Okay. But then this brings up, what is it that we're going to do next? There's got to be something that we can do now. Like I said, maybe it's just ordering people to fix machines? Because no one would pay attention to us when we did that previously. But maybe we can actually do it now. Here's Jin, but I guess here's Azura. He hasn't filled in yet. Look at you, man. Disgraceful. Not even wearing your polygons and your textures. I would like to know more about that banned scientific project. Yes, dude, I suggest you remain silent. I suggest you don't say anything. Do not say anything in front of Shirova. Stop saying things in front of Shirova. He's like, Azura, I already know about all this. Just shut up in front of the guy who gave us the evidence. Oh, there he is. Now he filled in. I like how no one's conversations change based on whether or not I'm here. Alright. The reason I've been waiting is so I can talk to you. Yep, and you can tell me this. And there's just no time to do this. Well, maybe we could get it from some aliens. I also like now that we get this, we can just say it back to him. He's like, I know that. Okay. Oh, I also like when we can ask him, what are you doing? And he gets real sad. I'm not doing anything because I'm on house arrest. Okay, let's go find Garrelak. Should be on... He's usually on Engineering 1. He's usually here, but not right now. I need to ask you, where is person Mason Garrelak? Main engineering lab. Hold on. Let me get out my map. Main engineering lab is room 223 on this deck. Thank you. There you go. Hold on. I need to tell you the orbit plan is bogus. Alright, so that buys us a bit more time. Let me save the game from here. Alright, so what do we know right now? We know that we're the captain. We had to give up the evidence to do it. We had to give up the video evidence. But in exchange for the evidence, we have become captain. Oh, and here's track 5 on the OST. We had to give up the video evidence. We are now captain. Jarrell and Lovey are under house arrest, I think. Azra is under house arrest. Garrelak's the only one of the command staff who isn't under house arrest. I suppose we could give Susie the Braille, right? We could give her the Braille and then, like, get that information in there and see if we can go anywhere from there. Let's see. Oh, I need to get the messages. The messages, the alien messages... I haven't gotten them yet. I need to go get them. I think I get them on Research 3 at the Star Lab. Should I try to stop the senator from leaving? I mean, we know now that doing that got us the mutiny ending, where we left. We traded the yacht beacon for the key to the launch key. It got us that ending. I wonder if we need to do that still. Let me just check something. Check my map real fast. If I can stop him from leaving, that would... You know, I meant to go to Research Deck 1, not 3. If we stop him from leaving, it seems like it halts the timeline. So, is that good or bad? Do I want to halt it? Or... do I want it to just keep going? Do I need it to keep going for more things to happen? But if I stop the timeline, at least I don't know if we will fall into the sun in that case, or if that stops as well. It's kind of a weird decision to make, saying, should I stop the senator from leaving because it stops time from moving forward? I doubt that's how I'm supposed to think about it. And then, of course, I can get the Kenyans. Is this the lab? Yeah. No message. Okay, so one thing that I found in here. This is next to the Star Lab where the messages come in. Let's see. If something here? Okay, yeah. So after the messages comes in, this thing prints them out and just drops the paper on the floor. You love it when a printer does that. So, yeah, if I was not here to actually hear the messages, it turns out it prints them out, so it doesn't matter. I can just see them here anyway. Flesh, fire, water, rings within rings, we had to leave. Let me just make sure that I've examined. This is track 6 on the OST. Alright, I needed to do that because that will add a new dialogue option. I should now be able to ask if the sun is trying to communicate with us. I wonder if the senator is stealing the Kenyans right now. This seems like maybe it might be about the time. Well, let me just do this first. Hey, Susie. Ask... Nope, not that. No, not that. Ask a question. Yes, sun communicating? Okay, she's going to consider. Thank you, Susie. She's going to call me back pretty quick, but I will go to the senator's room to see if he see if he is still there or if he's left. Oh, well, here this is. So let's just go through the back door anyway. Okay, there we go. Filled in. Sometimes, you know, corridors take a few seconds to fill in, just like people take a few seconds to fill in their polygons. Oh, this is Ta's room. Okay, so both rooms have a secret door. Susie's calling me back. Okay, I'll be right there. I actually did not realize that both of those apartments had a secret back door. I don't know. I don't think there's a reason to use it on Ta's room. It doesn't seem like there is. You can just go in and out of that room as you want. I know, Susie. I heard. Hey, everyone. Maybe it's not here. Piece of the Void. Hold on, let me just check this right here. No, not here. So, he hasn't put it here yet. Alright. Let me head over to Susie, and then we'll come back here. Susie, I know. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Wait, why are you leaving? Did he come back? Let me just check. Yeah, he's back. Did you leave your thing? No. Susie, I know. I know. All right, Susie. That's a great thing to say as I come in here. Okay, the senator is probably now about to make his move. All right, Susie. Yep. I know, Susie. I'm right here. I know. I have reported here. Let me ask this again. Oh, there we go. She says it automatically. Okay. Oh, and this is track 7 on the OST. Sender is awaiting a reply. Should I should also, while I'm here, I should also mention the book. She has no physical form. Gotta make it digital. Gotta scan it. Dr. Womack, why did you not consider that? Well, let's, we can also use the mobile scanner. Use that on the Braille book while we're here. And we have to put it into our database, but for right now, let's head back to the senator's room. Because I figure that he has to be making his move right about now. Yeah, he's standing... Jin is standing in front of the door. He's guarding it, which is what he does when the senator is going to steal the Kenyans. Perfect crime. Alright, now that we have that, Senator can't leave for whatever good that does us. Now, let's go put the Braille into Sudi's databanks and find out that we are a robot. Scanner. Use on that. Put the braille in the Susie. Okay. So she has to think about that a bit. If I remember this right, she has to think about it for a bit, and she will come up with the conclusion. I don't think we have to say anything. So right now the senator should be just about getting back after murdering that one security guard and stealing the Kenyans and finding out that he can't leave. We've already done this, of course, but the question is, what do we do next? Oh, and here is track 8 on the OST. Uh-oh. Jocomo's in trouble. Theme of Jocomo in trouble. I don't know if we actually have to rescue him for reasons other getting his particular ending. But he does give us a gold chain if we save him, so we want a gold chain. Oh, she finished it. Got a pair of conversations happening here. We can go to the main science lab if we want to get the ending where we help Susie fly the station away. However, Dr. Kamek is also coming by to tell us our true nature. I mean, we've heard a couple people mention him, but I would like to know more. See, now we have a position of command. We didn't have that the first time we did this thing. Oh, are we, is it too late for us, Susie? You're counting down, Susie. I mean, I know you're saying action is required, but that doesn't seem like we have a whole lot of time. Well, maybe we don't have to worry about Giacomo after all. You know, when this happens, the teleporter to the dock does open up. I don't think there's another ship on there. It doesn't seem like it. Also, another strange thing is that there have been, when I've been playing this, there have been points where I've spent a lot of time after I took the Senator's beacon, and we did not crash into the sun. I don't really know what determines us crashing into the sun, but there have been some, there's been some significant amount of time that I've spent after taking that beacon, and this did not happen. So there are variables at work that I am not aware of. It's hard to say what causes what. Okay, so if that's gonna happen, what do we do after? I'm just trying to think about this, because the save game that I'm using, when I played up to this, I got here basically as fast as I could. Is that different? Time, the untamable resource, a resource we can neither store nor replenish. We squander it without care. It is forever, and yet it is the one resource in shortest supply. That's odd. We certainly have crashed into the sun before, but this is different text. I'm a bit puzzled. I'm just trying to think about this. So, okay, when I was playing up to this save, when we loaded the save game at the beginning, when I played up to that point, I did it as fast as I could, so I didn't waste any time. Then afterwards, I got the evidence recording, gave it to the Senator, became captain. So that's the part that's different. I did not do that before. I got Garelic to tell us that the plan is bogus, and I told that to Garelic, so he did not implement the plan. I then spent some time getting the Braille into the mobile scanner, getting that into Susie, taking the yacht beacon so the Senator couldn't leave. Maybe I didn't need to do that after all. I found out I was the digital messiah, and then the countdown started happening. Man, this is actually puzzling me, because I don't know why we crashed, why things sped up at the end there. Because obviously we didn't have any time to do anything. I mean, maybe if I wanted to get an ending right away, I could have just, sped over to the main science room and got that ending where Susie flies away. I could have done that before we crashed, but there would have been no reason to do that because we're trying to find a different ending. Man, I'm gonna have to take a little break, 10-minute break, and try to think of what do I don't know. What do I need to do? That's very strange. Why did we run out of time that quickly? And I'm getting text here about time. But it didn't seem like I spent that much time on anything, especially in comparison with previous playthroughs. I'm going to have to think about that. Well, I'm going to take a little break. Welcome back to Sentient. So, I don't know why as I've been talking with the chat for the past 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, I don't know why we fell into the sun so quickly. This is the next track, by the way, on the OST, track 9. But Pillows in the chat did mention hey, there's like a weird ending that you'll probably never find. That we could probably get. Let's try to get that weird ending. Because I'm gonna have to try to figure out why we crashed into the sun so fast. It's like we did it right after we found out we were the digital messiah. So why did we have no time left? Why did it just instantly decide that we were gonna die? Here's some decks I still can't get to. That is pretty frustrating, because I was hoping we'd be able to try to do some different things from that point. But then we just died immediately. Anyway, let's go over here. Apparently there's an item that I may have missed. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, I think I picked this up at one point in one of the playthroughs. But I think I've just kind of walked by it in most of these playthroughs. Alright, got a battery pack. Maybe it has to do with the order I did things. Or maybe it was because I did all of the things. And that accelerated falling into the sun? I don't know. This is gonna bother me now. Clearly there's something I can do because I'm captain. That has to lead to a new plot line. And like I was telling to the chat, I figure that the only thing we can do as captain that we couldn't before is probably order people to fix machines. But what machines will need fixing? What do we need to get fixed in order to advance things? And why did I get different text when I died that time? What was different? I don't know. Alright, what we're doing is we're going to the break room. As I've pointed out a few times, there's a microwave here. It looks like a microwave. And I have been advised that maybe I should put the battery pack in the microwave. Do not do this. It's a bad idea. Do not microwave a battery pack. Apparently I should do this many times. I don't know. It might be a bad idea. Oh, go on then. Let's give it a whirl. I guess that's basically what I expected. I wouldn't have thought of doing that myself. Clearly, we would not have gotten any clues to try to microwave the battery pack. In our lives, we acquire many things. We learn patience, perseverance, understanding, and compassion. Some lessons are obvious to us, others we do not appreciate until much later. Of all the obvious lessons in life, however, the biggest has to be, don't put batteries into microwave ovens! The P.13 Deluxe Kitchen and Radiator User's Manual, page 135. That's alright. I like that. That's pretty good. I mean, we have seen the station falling into the sun many times. I like that they wrote some custom text. Just in case someone had the idea to microwave batteries. That's pretty good. Alright, one other thing. The only other thing I can think to try. Let's try ordering people to do things now that we're the captain. I don't really have any direction here on what to do. Like I said, I'm actually a little frustrated that we just ended up, like, after becoming the digital messiah and all that, we just instantly got a death countdown. So I don't know if that's what we should be trying to do again to get all those things doing, or I don't know. I know Sentient's all about dying repeatedly, but it's a little frustrating when it just hits you with it like that. I mean, I thought we were doing okay. But apparently the game disagreed. Alright, so from this load point, this is after we told Garlic that the plan was bogus. Oh, this is track 10 on the OST. So, we told him that the plan was bogus, and we're the captain now. Maybe we should, like, try to order people to do things? Garlic, is there like anything different I can do now? What's happening? Oh, I know about that, yeah. They're just like us. What are you doing? No, I know. I understand that. What should I do now? I mean, technically, you should be saying, sorry, Captain. I don't even know what I would order someone to do. Like, I would have to identify that there is a machine that is broken, right? I would have to identify that. And then maybe if I knew what it was, I could then tell someone to fix it. But what machine would actually matter? The messages already came in, so let me go here and get the things.
I will become a master of the universe.
Alright, so now we got... Let's... The reason that I want to have the conversation with Susie is because someone did suggest I try something from there. It was something I was about to actually try, but then we got a death countdown. Do I need to get the Braille book? I have the Braille book, okay. At least the soundtrack has been good. Like, it's good music to walk around to, which is good because Sentient is all about walking around. Alright, Sun communicating. And this would be track 11 on the OST. This one's called Looking for a Murderer. You know, there really has never been a part in the game where we've been looking for a murderer. We stumbled upon one. Two, actually. But, well, a murderer and an accomplice. But we've never actually been looking for one. You might assume that the murderer we might have been looking for was Shatterjack, but I guess you'd be wrong, because who knows if that character actually exists. We do have to wait for Susie to come to some conclusions. She's taking her time. Dramatic decision-making music happening here. I don't think I have to leave her anything. I think that she will just say... She'll start talking whenever she's ready. Yeah, there it is. So if I just do this, but not do the other things that I did previously, which was... The only other thing I guess I did previously was I stole the yacht beacon. So if I don't do that, will we get that death countdown this time? Alright, so... That... No, not that one. I can give an object, which is the Braille book. You know, the Kamek's revelation to us that we're the digital messiah, that was a lot more dramatic with music happening. Not this one. Oh, actually, is this, do I want to go the other way then? To get to the database room. That's the microwave right there. Hi, Giacomo. Yep. Don't get yourself killed now. Scanner, use on this. This is track 12 on the OST. It's called Alone in the Dock. You know, like Alone in the Dark? This is Alone in the Dock. You get it? Yeah, rapid depletion of ship's orbit. So, I gave her the thing, so I think I just have to wait for a little bit. Also, I don't know if there's anything we can actually do to fix the correction plan, because every time we do, it's been an ending, you know? When we got the correction plan from the alien communication, we gave it to Susie, as we are doing now, and we can get an ending from that. When we saved Giacomo, he was able to come up with his own correction plan because he's a navigator, and we got an ending from that. So I'm wondering, is it possible to actually fix the orbit without the game ending? Or is that always an endgame thing? I don't know. It would be nice if we were able to do it without the game ending, so we would actually have some more time to examine some things and explore without always being under the threat of certain death. And of course, here comes Kamek. Okay, Susie, I'm gonna listen to what Kamek has to say again. I hope that once he's done, you don't start giving me a death countdown again. because that was, you know, I just wasn't a big fan of that. Was not a big fan of that. So the Damayar, if you've forgotten, I don't know why you would forget, but the Damayar is basically a messiah figure that is worshipped by the sorority of the Navigators. It's part of their lore. And of course, we know that the mom wife in the sun apparently can maybe communicate through Ta, because she took her face off and Ta's face was under that, and she said that she was Ta, but Ta was not aware of it. I don't know if that's really come into play as of yet. But then again, how much of what we saw there would come into play? It's not like we know who the grandmas are, or who that butler was, or what the deal was with the monkeys. Or why Garrett saw his wife and then his mom. And this is track 13 on the Sentient OST. Hey, Ta. It's all crowded in here. This is still a weird explanation. I don't know why why would like a cheaper android be able to give off life signs, but Garrett does not. So Kamek installs him with a reflector, so he will give off life signs. That seems a bit complex, a little bit convoluted. Why, if Garrett's such an advanced model, why wasn't he just, okay, yeah, you're here to tell me about Giacomo. You're here to tell him about, okay. Here comes the senatorial yacht. So, the senator has stolen the Kenyans. He's summoning his ship. Giacomo's in danger. I understand this. I know where he is. It's just we have other things on our mind. Okay, you're not going to give me a countdown, are you? You're not doing it yet, so that's good. We might as well save the game here.
Time is running out for the planet.
Yeah, I know. Time's running out. All right. Let's see if we can actually do something different. So now we're the captain. And now we know, of course, we are the digital messiah. We now know about the alien communication. So there's like a few endings we could get. We could also save Giacomo and get that ending. There's a few things that we could do. However, someone did suggest that at this point I should do something here. Because there is one plot point that we could bring up. Let's see. A couple people told me that at this point I should bring up Azura's experiment. Remember the mind transfer experiment? Remember that? Okay, we are getting different text for that. Maybe we're gonna soma ourselves, so we can put one of us in the web runner, so the other one of us exists here. Okay, let's get to his personal data. Overriding his terminal. The disk must be installed to the terminal in here. I need to get his disk. But Susie says there's been failures, but, alright. The terminal. So I think I know where that is, but can we ask about it? Where is... Can we ask about his terminal? Not the captain's terminal, but I don't have many things on this right here, do I? Okay, I think I know where it is anyway. I believe it's in the room that Azra hangs out in. Because I've spent some time in that room. Oh, hold on. I think it's Research 1. Let me just check. Let me look at my maps. Research 1... Yeah. That's on 271 on Research 1 is the Susie terminal room that Dr. Azra spends his time in when he's not under house arrest. So let's hang out. Let's get over there, because I think that's where his terminal is. Oh, the soundtrack's over. Well, I guess let's just repeat it then. No, that's the last track. Hold on. Yeah, so 13 tracks. It looks like that we got through them all. So this is his room. This is the Susie terminal number 2. I don't suppose I can use it. No. This one that's on fire. This is the chief scientist terminal. So this is Azra's computer. I cannot use. It's on fire, so it's broken. I wonder if I need to order someone to fix it. Like, I can go here to examine this to see if it is. Oh, wait, it's out of power. The science subprocessor is broken. The science subprocessor is the one that is broken. So, because that's broken, this is not working. Do I need to get someone to fix it? So, do I actually need to get someone to fix it? Hold on. Hey, hello. No. Hello. Let's see if this works. Hey, you go fix the science subprocessor. I mean, it's not really a great way to give someone an order. Does not have the time. Alright. He's still not doing it. You know who can do that? Well, no, I guess not.
It belongs to a creature from outer space.
Hey, but, well, I mean, you're not going to do it, obviously. So does that mean it's just not him that can do it, or would just no one do it? So there's a question of, is it just not something that someone's going to do?
Time is running out.
I know time's running out. It's been running out. Is it just not something that anyone's going to do, or is it going to be that I need to find specific people who can? Because there are some people whose specialties are repairing machines, and you can find that out by looking at the Susie screen. You can see what the engineer's specialties are. But is that the right way of thinking about it? It can be hard to tell how Sentient wants you to think about things. like, is the way I'm thinking about it. The machine map says that there's no power going to Azura's computer, and it's because the science subprocessor that it's connected to is broken. And I do have the option to give a command and say, hey, fix this machine. But is that what I'm supposed to do? Is anyone going to do that? See, like, it's not doing it. Could I ask who could do it, but that's not on there. Can person from list, can these engineers use science subprocessor? Alright, he says no. Could I keep asking about that? Can these other engineers use science subprocessor? Oh, there goes the senator. No, he isn't. Or does this conversation, would this even affect anything? Does someone have to be proficient with something to be able to fix it? Oh, by the way, I think this is the science subprocessor right here. Yeah, it is. Hey, what is the status of that? What's going on with that science subprocessor? He doesn't know. Well, it's that the game gives you the option to do this, but does the game need you to do that? Or is it just not necessary? Like, do you just not have to do that? Of course, it's very difficult to figure out what it is exactly that Sentient wants from you. The only thing I do know is that Susie said, I need to find Azura's terminal. This is the chief scientist's terminal. You know, all I can say is it looks like that. All I can say is that I don't know if it's working, but I need to do something with it. These are the items that I've picked up. The only thing I haven't actually used on anything so far in the game, I think, is the computer override device. Oh no, it's on fire. Oh no, No, I guess it's fine. Great, okay. Here's, okay, I ejected the hard drive. Okay, so I guess it didn't need to actually work. I just needed to pop out a hard drive. And I guess that's what the computer override device is for. I guess that's why you need to have it, so you can override the computer. That's what I do when I'm changing a hard drive in my computer. I get out the computer override device, and then just sort of wave it in front of the computer, and the hard drive pops out. Look, I don't know how you do it. We're the captain now. Why are people still not following our orders? Why are we even the captain? What is the purpose of becoming the captain? Susie, what is the purpose of it? Which console do I need to do this with? Well, that doesn't sound like it. Which terminal? The core board? Maybe that. Which one? What's this one here? Susie control. Oh, you want to talk to me about Kenyans, don't you? Yeah, I know. I know about your plan. I'm a little busy right now. Look, I have doubts about you saving this station. We've tried that before. Okay, let's see. Can I use the hard drive on this? No? I don't think that was it. Hard drive on that. Hello? Sorry, Giacomo's dead. No, it was my fault. I was not paying attention to it. Off she goes. Okay. Use hard drive on this one? That was the one. Alright, what can we do with this? Oh, we got a cutscene. Oh, that was an ending. All right. What is left of us when we are gone? Dust and memories, dancing in the minds of others. Take your life to the four corners of the time cube. Fill your minds of others with your legacy, and dance in those places for all eternity. The Kamina, Book 32, Verse X, 68 points. It's not quite enough. Okay. I didn't actually... Okay, so maybe that's why we ran out of time. Maybe the game doesn't go beyond this. Like, I was wondering, why are we just running out of time right now? But, like, maybe the timeline just doesn't go far beyond this. Maybe this is just, like, how long it takes. Maybe it's just, no, you're running out of time right now. Like, you need to get an ending right now. And I didn't actually expect we were just going to go right to an ending right there. Okay. We copied our mind, and sent it into the sun, so we got to have our cake and eat it too. We somaed ourselves, and one part of us became the digital messiah, and the other part of us didn't have to actually sacrifice ourselves, and we just stayed on the station. But as far as we know, the station is going to die anyway. Okay, that's an ending. I kind of like the microwave ending a bit more. Man, that still doesn't actually... Okay, there's still some things that don't address. This ending does not address. It doesn't address the senator stealing the Kenyans. It doesn't address us becoming the captain. We didn't have to become the captain for that. Like, that didn't seem like that was part of it. How did becoming the captain actually help us out with that? It doesn't seem like it did. We just gave Susie the information as we do, except this time we brought up the mind transfer experiment, and we figured out a way to duplicate ourselves. But that didn't actually require solving the captain's murder and becoming the captain. I'm still not satisfied. That still did not solve all the mysteries. We have not solved all the mysteries. I think that means we're not done with Sentient. I think that means we're still not done with Sentient. No resolution with the Senator, no resolution with becoming captain, no resolution with Shatterjack. Who knows if these things are even in the game? I don't know. We're going to have to stream Sentient again. Gonna have to stream it again. Look, I don't make the rules here. I do make the rules here, but we don't... It's clearly not done. It's never done. Maybe it'll never be done. There's gotta be something else. Does the timeline... I'm gonna have to see, does the timeline actually extend past this ending? Because once we get to this point, there's like a few endings we can get. We can get the ending we just got. We can get the ending where we fly into the sun. We can get the ending where we help Susie fly away from the sun. We can rescue Giacomo and help him fly away from the sun. So, like, this point is a point where we can get a bunch of endings. And the thing that I'm not sure about is whether or not the game actually extends past this. Can we do a timeline? Can the timeline go past this and do something else? Is what I have to try to figure out. I have to try to figure out. I have to do it. We're going to have to stream Sentient again. I'll see you on Wednesday as we continue trying to solve the mysteries of this space station. At least we got the microwave ending. I'll see you next time.